linear equations. Well then, let's break out the algebra textbook for this one.
A system of linear equations consists of two or more linear equations in the same variables.
An example is x plus 2y equals 7 and 3x minus 2y equals 5.
The solution of a linear system is an ordered pair that satisfies each equation in the system. So in this example, the solution is 3, 2.
But wait, how did you just figure that out?
Well, this brings us to our lesson.
There are three ways to solve a linear system: graphing, substitution, and elimination.
I'll turn this over to Maya and she'll show you how to solve linear systems by graphing.
Hey, it's Maya and I'm here to teach you how to solve linear systems by graphing. Let's use the two equations from before as an example. In case you forgot, the equations are x plus 2y equals 7 and 3x minus 2y equals 5. First, you graph both lines on a coordinate plane. You can do this by finding the x and y intercept or changing both equations to slope-intercept form and then graphing them. Then, all you have to do is find the point where your lines intersect. That's it, that's your solution. You may need to estimate the ordered pairs other times when using this method, and be sure to check your solutions a couple of times as well. This is usually the least preferred method of solving systems of linear equations because it takes the longest, but if it's your cup of tea, then go for it.
The next method to solving linear systems is substitution with Abby and Jasmine. Oh wait, that's me!
Substitution is one of the more popular methods of solving linear systems. Let's see if it's the one for you.
First, solve one of the equations for one of its variables. When possible, solve for the variable so that its coefficient is 1. Second, substitute the expression from the first part in the second equation and solve for the variable. Third, substitute your answer from the second part in the first equation and solve for the remaining variable. It's that easy. Still don't get it? Let's try an example.
Let's solve for the following equations: 4x plus 6y equals 4 and x minus 2y equals negative 6. Step 1. Since x minus 2y equals negative 6 has a variable with a coefficient of 1, let's solve for x. Step 2. Now substitute the rewritten equation, x equals 2y minus 6, for x in the other equation. Step 3. Isolate the variable by solving for y in the new equation, 4 parentheses 2y minus 6 plus 6y equals 4. Step 4. Substitute the y variable in the rewritten equation from before, x equals 2y minus 6, with y equals 2. Step 5. Finally, to isolate the variable, solve for x in the new equation, x equals 2 times 2 minus 6. So there you go. The answer to this system of linear equations, as you saw before, is negative 2, 2.
Now, on to learning how to solve systems using the elimination method with Kaylin and Jenny.
To solve linear systems with elimination, you first have to create variables with coefficients with the same absolute value by multiplying either one or both equations by the same constant. Once you have done that, you may eliminate both variables with the same absolute value coefficient by adding or subtracting them to get 0. Then solve for the remaining variable. Substitute the answer from the first part for either of the original equations to solve for the other variable. Solve for the remaining variable to get your final answer.
Let's solve the equations 10x minus 8y equals 4 and negative 5x plus 3y equals negative 9 using elimination.
Step 1. Write out the two equations, one on top of the other so that the like variables are lined up. Step 2. Then multiply both or one equation by a constant so that the same variable in both equations has the same coefficient. In this case, the variable x in both equations have coefficients that can be easily eliminated because 5 is a factor of 10.
Step 4. Multiply the equation negative 5x plus 3y equals negative 9 by negative 2 to get 10x minus 6y equals 18. Notice that both equations now have the same term, 10x. Step 5. In order to eliminate the 10x from both equations so that you can solve for y, subtract the equation 10x minus 6y equals 18 from 10x minus 8y equals 4 because 10x minus 10x equals 0. You are left with the equation negative 2y equals negative 14. Step 6. To solve for the variable y, divide both sides of the equation by negative 2. You get y equals 7. Step 7. Using either of the original equations, substitute 7 for y. Let's use negative 5x plus 3y equals negative 9. Step 8. To isolate the variable x, subtract 21 from both sides. The resulting equation is negative 5x equals negative 30. Step 9. To solve for x, divide both sides of the equation by negative 5. X equals 6.
And that's all there is to it. The answer to negative 5x plus 3y equals negative 9 and 10x minus 8y equals 4 is 6, 7.
And there you have it, 3 simple ways to solve for linear systems.
Graphing.
Substitution.
And elimination.
We hope our video helped in your understanding of systems of linear equations.
Thanks for watching. Bye.